Boom, 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 boom. Y'all like blue chips? Y'all like greatness? This guy right here, greatness. Emmett Jones adds his 5th wide receiver to this class. 5th, guys. 5th. Cortez Mills has committed to Oklahoma. We got to break down what that means for this class. Look at some of him. Look at the measurables and understand just how elite Emmett Jones is. And honestly, what he expects out of the current set of wide receivers today. Let's jump right into it, baby. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. All right, let's take a look at this. Emmett Jones, once again, do what it do best. This man's just adding talent, stacking talent on talent on talent on talent. Now, there was concerns about the fact that we're getting a 5th, which is probably the last one for this cycle. But I don't think y'all understand. There's a plan. And I think I have an idea what it is. But first, we got to look at our boy, Cortez Mills. Mills walks in here, about 6'1"-ish, roughly about 170, 80 pounds, right? Looking at his profile, he has himself listed at 6'2". We'll see what the measures look like in combine time. But hey, don't matter. He's over 6 feet tall, nice size wide receiver. Consensus and composite, roughly top 120 player in the country. On 3 has him at 109. 247 has him at 102. So he's definitely top 10, right? But looking at everybody's piece here, Rivals has him as the number 69 player in the country. Definitely a top 15 wide receiver in high school ball. Dude is a baller. And it's funny because Mills came together so late in the recruiting field, right? So he came through, did his visit. He was with Marcus Harris. I saw a video of him and EJ just, chopping it up, clowning, listening to music and playing around. And Emmett Jones just made a move and made this dude feel so comfortable with Oklahoma and the idea of playing for the Sooners that he's like, hey, I'm in. Let me have this. And when I watched this film, because I know we had a lot of players that we were after, and there's a few that, we were hoping we could land our hands on. But shoot, when I saw Mills balling, I was like, nah, I think we good. He has just like Marcus Harris, big catch radius. Dude can leap. And he has some great after the play capabilities, right? Very explosive, very agile. He'll catch a pass, break a tackle here and there, and boom, he's gone. Or he'll cut up the field and be gone. So he's got some nice footwork. Route running is pretty legit. And I see what EJ saw out of him. I saw that in the film itself. You can tell. I got to see what he looks like as a blocker. But man, he's definitely he'll be one of your top receivers. He's on the outside, not only because of his size, just because of his capabilities, man. He's going to find a way to get open. He doesn't stop moving. Even when the quarterback looks like they're stopped, he's going to make moves to get himself open. And when the pass is there, like I said, he catches it up high. He'll get his hands up there, catch high. He'll catch across the middle, catch with the body. He does it all. He does great with comebacks and then breaks tackles, does a juke here and there, and he just outrun the defense, right? So he's got the speed you're looking for on top of that. I was impressed when I saw this, right? He made a visit, enjoyed himself so much that he came back. And when he came back, you could tell he's just kind of like, yeah, I like what I'm seeing. So Oklahoma had a big battle here, right? I mean, here we're going against Clemson. This is kind of like revenge for Brian Wesco. I ain't gonna lie, right? But no, you had LSU in the mix. Florida was in the mix. Miami was heavy in the mix. Just about everybody big gave this man an offer. Like, this was a player that was very much coveted by a lot of teams, and Oklahoma did what they needed to do to get him. In 23, man, his junior year, 79 catches for 1,600 yards and 18 touchdowns. Another Florida boy, right? And then when all the predictions started to flow in, right, I didn't drop anything over on the recruiting channel. My apologies. I should have kept y'all abreast on that. But no, as the predictions kept coming in, your boy looked at this and was like, yep, Emmett Jones done did it again. And so, yeah, so what does he mean, right? So this is the 5th wide receiver add to the class. You've got local talent, Elijah Thomas, who I think is a potential number 1 receiver, right? You still got Grayson Harris as well as Marcus Harris. They're both smaller, but I think they have either elite. I think Marcus has a combination of slot to in wide receiver. Like, he can be your X. And I think that Grayson's more so your slot guy because he's got really good route running and he's fast, right? Then you got Big Manny Choice at 6'4", and he reminds me of how Nick Anderson was coming in as a 3-star. People kind of overlooked his size and his speed. Refine that route running ability. He can be a threat. Maybe the next Nick Six. But they have comparable builds and setup and background, I guess you could say. And then you add Cortez Mills. My apologies. That's 5 guys, right? So that 5th dude basically tells me, as I told y'all with the Marcus Harris pickup, and as I told y'all coming up to this commitment and thinking we would land this one or land a 5th wide receiver, EJ's expecting this room to implode. As in, not people leaving because they want to, people leaving because they going to the pros. I think he anticipates at least losing 3 guys to the pros. You've got Nick Anderson, Jalil Farouk, who's definitely gone because of age. This is his last year, but adding in Deion Burks as well. And if he shows out, Jaden Gibson may get himself a nice grade where they say, look, this may be the highest grade you get a day 2. Not sure if you'd be a day 1, but if he shows out enough to get that, boom. Or Andrell Anthony, right? If he comes back healthy and he balls out, look, it feels like EJ is anticipating, or he knows that the offense is going to be ridiculous this coming season, as in the offense is going to put up so many numbers that you're going to have all kinds of people bouncing out. And if that's the case, you're going to need to retool, right? You're going to be refreshing your wide receiver room because you're going to be replacing a lot of talent. And that's why you need 5 wide receivers. So it makes sense, right? If that's the game plan is to get all these. If we can go out there and have 2,000-yard receivers and a few 700-yard receivers, sounds like EJ has an idea that we're going to be needing to look, and replenishing everything. So that's my thoughts on this one. Hop in the comments, let your boy know your thoughts. How y'all feeling about this pickup, man? Y'all excited like I am? Y'all see the vision? Because I'm telling y'all, Emmett Jones, he's gotten his raises. Probably needs more because the man is cooking. He's doing everything that y'all expected him as the wide receiver coach and even more. He is exceeding expectations. And yeah, your boy's excited. You made it this far, like the content, go ahead and hit that like button if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Would love for y'all to join this family of Sooner fans. We're talking OU football, we're talking college football, we're talking SEC football because we're officially in the SEC, y'all. So our first SEC pickup is a wide receiver that's just on the cuffs of being a top 100 player in high school football. Whew. Gotta love that. All right, we're anticipating more commitments, so just keep your eyes open. Something else gonna happen. I don't know, but something else is. But we'll talk soon. Peace.